How's it going, Rackle viewers? Grimgay right back into it with the completion of our second session in this wonderful homebrew, the Esterisle's Cartography Guild in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. And dear sweet lord, I'm not gonna lie, I was about ready to crap myself when we led a poor goblin on an altar. And stuff was happening. Thankfully for us, it just formed a map, so I am less worried about that suddenly, and I see it as just a possible plot hook. Thank you, Lord. Anyway, we are just coming off break. I just gotta mention. Why did I get a mention? Oh, I gotta mention because we need to check the body for loot, right. So let's go ahead and jump back in the Discord and see if anyone decided just not to take a break.
So be real with me. Did you think you got branded?
I'm not gonna lie, it felt like it. Like, I like, oh god, no, I'm having flashbacks, I'm frightened, please don't do this to me twice. And again, it's the bard's fault!
No,
I thought it was.
It's the pugilist's fault.
Played by the bard!
Yeah.
A demon?
A part of me was worried about that because it was altar, he said grooves, I was like, oh, this screams blood sacrifice. I am worried. We're about to kill this goblin.
I'm terrified because I know he could have parried that, but in character I don't know that. But out of character, it's like, why didn't he stop me from killing him?
Because plot.
Terrifying.
I am digging it though. And I'm really curious. Can we associate where the blood's glowing with anything we're aware of on maps?
That was our, like,
your location.
That's our location? Okay. Okay, I'm just confused because it's just skewed and...
I'm glad... hey, there is a possibility that you guys didn't figure out that it was a map.
We did.
Thank God we're rolling with a really smart party. God.
I think we all just have more than one brain cell right now.
It's weird. We accidentally did a puzzle. Because we're just that
accidentally
fucking...
the whole thing.
Basically. I love playing a smart character. It's fun.
I accidentally got us branded again.
Well, a little bit.
I mean, less
The
so.
appropriate amount.
We're now touched by fate.
Less branded than usual. More branded than you like.
I don't like that.
We call
We
it a
have
plot
brands,
hook. No, we don't have brands.
No.
They're branded by
Mental
fate.
brands. You bear... You are the harbingers of the Esterisle's Cartography Guild as a brand.
True.
That's true. We have a brand.
But we willingly signed the contract for that. We didn't just... The bard touched something into it this time.
Did you think something bad was going to happen when I touched the blood?
Honestly, no, because, I mean... From how Legion described it with the grooves and the altar and all that, it's like, oh, this is a blood sacrifice. If something bad's gonna happen, it'll happen the moment that goblin dies.
I agree with that.
I feel like the goblin was like, at the end of his rope, he knew he was going to die, but he was like, somebody needs to find this. Someone needs to see it.
I don't think he was aware of it.
No, he must have been because he let me kill him and he was heading for the altar.
No, I think that was just plot
In
placement.
character, I know nothing. But out of character, I think he meant for it to happen.
Only we were able to talk to him.
If only we kept him alive, because I speak goblin. He can swear at me all he wants and I will understand it. And probably just want to kill him for it.
He said never. I tried to take his weapon, but then it didn't work, so I just said, whatever, I'm gonna kill him now.
I mean, we do still have, what, 3 pirates we can probably talk to?
Yeah, we can talk to them,
Maybe.
but they might not know what was going on.
Yeah, just that their captain kind of found a new religion of what the hell ever. See, that's what got my curiosity. The captain found a new religion on the island?
I think that's the religion.
Maybe he was following a map from another place.
I mean,
So I made a malted milkshake. It is very good.
Malted like beer?
No, like malt.
Whiskey? Like malt whiskey.
No, like malts.
like malt, dude.
Like malt.
No, it's malted milk. Which
Want
is
me
like
to say it
chocolate.
again?
Malt.
Malt.
Malt is used in alcohol sometimes, but it's also just like wheat and barley. That's malt.
Yeah.
So, wait, not everyone's back. Okay, never mind. Oh, I almost started Gwydioning.
You can't Gwydion yet.
You
Sorry.
can't make that a verb.
I'll hold it in.
You gotta Gwydion later.
Okay.
You can't Gwydion in front of all of us, dude.
I'm just Gideon to Gwydion, you know?
I'm done.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoy talking as Lambert. It's nice not having to truly try to force a fucking accent into this tone.
I like getting to beat the shit out of things.
Isn't it fun?
It is. I like not having to worry about dying because I just
I agree.
That sounds awesome.
I like the fact that I literally am basically playing melee Talon.
I would have been reduced
What?
to 1 hit point if I failed that con save against the poison spores. I'm so scared.
Yeah, right?
I have an idea. Tyler, you and I will just stick together the entire campaign.
The casters. You are the only one with healing, huh?
Just
Next
don't
level's
ever
gonna be
touch
great.
anything. I have healing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
next level.
But healing word's the only real healing in the game, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Look, I offered to
Healing
play.
potions exist.
I offered to play cleric in Avarice 1. You guys said it was fine, so I'm not doing it. Until campaign 3. Then I'm gonna be a halfling cleric.
God, a cleric would have been so good.
I only played a bard because we needed healing. Then I found out I love bards.
Except using any of their features.
If we
Well,
end
yeah.
up,
I'm not a fan of that.
if we do end up
No,
having
that's
a
not.
third campaign, or heaven forbid Lambert dies in this one, I think I am gonna try hand it like a full fucking caster.
Ooh.
We're all just gonna play full casters next.
That would be
character.
really cool because I think the next campaign is going to be in a place where like
Don't tell them, Michael.
magic is
I've
not
been to
entirely
Hogwarts.
haywire. Like it's magic Fallout, basically. I mean, I'm taking it way back to the past.
Ooh, I would love it.
Does what's it called? Wild magic?
Oh,
You
fuck
don't
that
know.
sorcerer school.
Fucking,
So, like all of magic just doesn't work anymore, so we're basically just commoners.
I cast a spell. There's a chance either
Oh,
I'll become a purple
magic
sheep.
definitely works. It is my next campaign. I want to be at right after, like 20 years after the
You wouldn't,
event that caused the Arcus to come into being.
you would have to hold me at gunpoint to get me to play a wild magic sorcerer, not gonna lie.
I'll
Right?
do it.
I
I
cast a
think for one
cantrip.
shot, having all of us do it at the same time could be really entertaining.
Fuck that. Oh man.
Yeah, fuck it, I'd do it. Why not?
I think that'd be fun.
Oh, magic
So,
sorcerer.
Michael, there were some other things I want to do, but you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna be a wild magic sorcerer campaign 3.
I'll enjoy watching if you become either a purple sheep or kill us all with a random fireball.
Who's the best person to do that, though? It's me.
I'm gonna be a commoner.
Dennis, is that Lego?
No,
Lego.
No,
No.
Armada.
Okay.
It's Star Wars.
I don't see Dennis's face.
Star Wars.
That was gross.
Star Wars.
It's Star Wars.
Star
Wars
Wars.
Armada.
War of
I
the Stars?
I know what he's talking about.
I tried to refresh to see Dennis's face. Now I can see no one's.
Good job. Proud of you.
This is a layer of
Keep it
hell.
There you
Oh.
go.
Yeah. It's called treachery.
Dennis is still gone, but
You
Are we all
like
back?
that one?
Are we all back?
I believe so. Hey guys, you didn't get
Hey.
branded.
Can I
Really?
get
Hooray! We tried.
You
I'd like to
really
say
are.
I disarmed all of the bandit
Yeah.
pirates. They have no weapons, and I have a big pile of them now.
We are
Wait.
handing a light crossbow and 20 bolts to our bard.
What sort of weapons did they have?
They each had a short sword
Okay.
and a light crossbow.
Oh, and what was on the captain?
For
On the captain, you find a scimitar, a dagger. Otherwise, he doesn't seem to have any gold or any money on him at all. But
Well,
he
Gwydion's not the
does
one doing the looting.
have. Well, make an investigation check.
I was gonna say, Gwydion's not the one looting. I was gonna say, but I was curious if anyone else did it, what they found.
I'm not proficient. in
That's
crossbows.
fine. Whoever's looting, investigation check.
Unfortunately, I am the one who is best at investigation, so this is a real conundrum.
Well, until level 4, and then
Well, if you
I'll
need
be
me
up
to
there
do
with
it.
you.
I'm proficient in hand crossbows, not light crossbows.
Same. I'm looking
It's
for
a simple
hand
weapon.
crossbow.
Oh, somebody already rolled it. I'm an idiot. I'm a dumbass. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Good.
You do find a compass.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh. Is it like the one from Pirates of the Caribbean?
I'm about to say, yeah, does it actually point north, or is it pointing something not north?
Oh.
Make a survival check.
Also,
I
is
can
it
do
magical?
What'd you say, Gwydion?
Also, is it magical?
Nope.
It has the faintest trace of magic, but it seems to be fading very rapidly.
Oh.
Weird.
Oh, maybe it had something to do with the way the altar reacted. Maybe magic compass and altar did something together.
Yeah, maybe.
At this point, Detect Magic's going to be running out pretty soon. But I wanted to bring up, what are we going to do about the tied-up pirates?
I was thinking about that. Perhaps we interview them a little bit and figure out their motives.
Hey, Michael,
Yes.
did Captain Jack Sharptooth have a hat?
God damn it.
Huh?
Sharptooth have a hat.
No.
Bandana, something, some article of clothing that's striking.
Big
would
hoop
like-
earrings.
I would like to pick up the dagger, please.
Are Gwydion's ears pierced?
What?
Are they?
No.
No.
Hey, Gwydion, would
Oh,
you like to
okay.
get your ears pierced?
What?
Well, you see, if you're a captain, and he's a captain, and he has hoop earrings, I believe that means that you also need hoop earring.
Or he could just be himself and not do that.
Weapons.
But he's Captain Blue Eyes of the Sunrise Sonata.
And I've still got my blue eyes, so I think that's fine.
Captain Hoop Earrings.
So far.
We're all captains.
So far, yes.
I'm going to take him one day.
Ah, my special eyes.
The other pirates have throwing weapons on them.
My brand.
My brand! We are the worst gaggle of chuckle nuts.
Have fun.
Do they come in gaggles?
That's what you call a group of chuckle. It's a gaggle.
Hi, Brad.
My god, I have everyone's webcam up now. Hot damn.
I'm pretty sure chuckle nuts only come in the form of gaggles.
Gaggle of nuns. A gaggle
Here's
of
my hat, by the
Oh.
way.
Oh,
Matthew, put your hat back
Jesus.
on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now that I can actually see him.
Yeah, and here's my pen.
God damn.
Michael,
Yes.
Did
That's-
any
Steam Movie
pirate-
Parrot.
have throwing weapons on them.
Yeah, so it's hard to see in the camera.
Sorry?
He
That's
has little
Pirates have
wires.
throwing weapons on them.
The pirate captain had a dagger.
Right. So no other throwing weapons. Okay.
I told you,
so I
man.
have taken
Short
that.
short swords and light crossbows.
Here, it is in my possession.
Well, this is all well and fun, but Q, I guess we need to actually do something about the pirates. You said interview them. Motives are interesting. Something very important to write down. Actually, write down people's motives.
So who's doing the interrogation?
I can do it.
Who thinks?
Oh,
they're
here's
good at
something.
information?
Here's
The
something that I didn't.
interview.
Well, Mike, what?
Go
Michael?
ahead, Michael.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but it might be pertinent information. On the wall above you here to the north is what looks to be like a bas relief of a burning ship sailing the seas, and behind it is what looks to be the depiction of a massive storm.
From any myth I would have heard of.
Fuck. We're gonna find a
Roll
fire
a-
kraken, aren't
Roll a
we?
history check.
Be an 18.
Firecracker. Nope.
Gwydion,
No?
hey,
Okay.
I did want to bandwagon. I didn't mean to, but Gwydion also would want to know because
By all means.
of reasons.
I'm kind of curious.
Nope.
I mean, I can interrogate him. Just tell me what you want to know specifically.
Nope.
Dennis
I'm-
interrogates
let's-
the wall.
Hold on.
Oh,
I'm looking for less of a interrogation and more of a conversation.
God,
They're
I'm
both
watching your
same
face as you
thing.
speak with that voice, and that just looks like it hurts.
We currently have them tied up with ropes, and we all have weapons. This is not a conversation.
It doesn't need to be more than that.
No one said anything that there will be more. We are talking with a firm grip.
You know what they say? Liliana has a very firm grip, and I give her bardic inspiration.
Right, do me a favor. When you start rousing him, tell me. I'll be right back.
Oh, we're rousing them now.
Oh, this will be fun.
Down go.
All right, Liliana, we'll give it a go.
So, what exactly you want me to find out?
Perhaps we wake them up, one at a time, and ask them what their motives were here. what they know about the altar and the other room.
Hey, Michael, can we go back to the room?
Alright, very well.
Slap him awake.
Alright. Walk up to one.
I'll be present to back you up.
And while they go do that, I'm gonna go back to the altar real quick and do a thing.
Oh no, that's incredibly uncomfortable. Oh, Talon's back.
Found him.
No, this has a different point of reference, and to be fair, he was a goblin.
Nope, this is just Kyle. Never mind.
I was about to say, this is
Yeah.
mostly just me at this point.
oh,
Alright. So,
Gwydion.
ready?
Never get a fist fight with Kyle.
Yeah, I'll wake one of them up.
Alright.
Which
Sweet.
one?
Little
Yeah.
gentle pat
the
on
bottom.
the cheek.
The bottom one. Hello. Wakey, wakey. Anybody else hear a clicking noise as he wakes up?
Michael, I think Michael's texting one of us.
I know.
It looks like you.
Probably Kyle. Kyle did Kyle things.
Because Kyle severed its fucking head.
Sorry? Were you waiting on me?
How many buttons does
Yeah.
Liliana have undone?
None, hopefully.
I mean, with the
I
way...
will be the answer of that question.
Yeah, I'm about to
She
say,
gains like
I
10
know.
levels for every button she unbuttons, so
What
like
the fuck?
Oh my god, I guess I'm never sharing.
I don't know what that has anything to do with anything.
It's however you interpret it, man.
Alright. Waking him up. Because I'm poking him with a rapier. Hello.
What do you want from us?
And what a
We want to know why you're here.
I'm the one interrogating.
I slap Lucian.
We're
Slap back.
just following the captain's orders.
As he says that,
Um,
I'm walking past with the head in tow. I'm going to set it on the table and sit next to it.
I look at it in like shock and horror.
Well, he didn't need it anymore.
and what were your captain's orders?
We we're just exploring the ruins. So that's all we were told.
And did you find anything?
We were still trying to open up this wall. This is as far as we got. The only thing we found down here are traps enough to wound and kill some of us.
So there were more of you.
Sure, found them.
So as far as you know, you have no idea what you found, and you're just following your captain's orders.
Yes.
Gwydion approaches Liliana and whispers in her ear, ask them about their captain's religion.
Was your captain a religious man?
Something like that.
What faith did he follow?
He never went into details, but we heard him speaking with that damn compass in his hand. We asked him about it once when he was drunk. He had told us. He called it the rising tide. I don't know.
You've never heard of the rising tide?
Way I see it, some occult nonsense. But he was paying good money for us to go with him, so we went.
So your allegiance is mostly to money and not to your captain.
Well, seems to me any allegiance to our captain kind of went out the window.
Well, that may be true, but it's just a matter of if you're following your captain's demise. So far, you've been
Rather
very
not.
forthcoming. Keep it up, and you shall leave and see the sun again.
I hear Eric's a fine captain these days.
Eric. I've had worse, probably.
Smarter than you, if you choose to disobey.
I would like to rub some of the blood from Sharktooth's head on the compass.
Yeah, about that. It kind of doesn't have a lot, I found when I was severing it. That altar seems to have let him dry, and I was going to point that out.
Alright, can I just untie the pirate, then?
Yeah, alright. You untie the knot, and he just kind of rubs over the places where it dug into his skin. Then we're free to go.
I'm going to hand him his weapons and just say, take your pals and go south back to your ship.
Well, I wasn't going to let all of them go at once. One at a time, see what they say. Maybe they have other information to share.
I'm pretty sure they're going to share the same idea of the captain was a religious occultist nut and talk to a compass.
I know none of the crew knew much about what the captain's goals were, but he was saying there was money, so we all followed. That's
fair.
Alrighty.
As long as you aren't slavers, you may leave.
We know about that shipwreck, right?
Yeah, you saw the shipwreck.
That other captain?
Yeah, we saw it.
Do you know of any information about that shipwreck to the northwest?
Well, we saw it whenever we were coming down here, but Captain said we had better things to worry about. Especially since we lost half our people on the trip.
Oh, a rough trip. And where did you come from?
From the south.
KKK member. Got it.
I was just thinking that.
How dare you?
Well, if there's nothing else you would like to share with us,
Nothing comes to mind.
all right. Very well. Anyone
Sailor.
else have anything?
Yeah.
Here's a silver for your troubles.
Thanks.
And remember, it was Captain Gwydion Blue Eyes
Hello.
who saved you.
We're just gonna do that from now on, are we?
Right.
I'll take it.
Thank you.
What is your name?
John.
John?
We know
Sorry?
a man named Jonathan.
On who?
I,
John or John last name here?
Well, they we kind of give up names in this line of work. Family names, at least.
Very familiar with that feeling.
Are they free to go as well? He just kind of nods to his compatriots.
No, see why
Wake him up and you can take him with you.
And he like kind of just slaps them awake, and like they're like, "Oh, "Come, we gotta go, hurry!" Like unties the knots, and they start kind of heading out unless you guys stop.
Sailors, before you go, I give each of the other two a silver each.
It is weird seeing
For
you
your
play
troubles.
a paladin like a paladin.
They thank you for your
I'm just
kindness and
Goes
for
a long
not
way.
killing any of you,
I mean,
or not killing any of them, and then they leave the way that they came.
Captain Gwydion
We did
Blue
kill
Eyes
one of them.
and his first mate, Mr. Q.
We're nice pirates.
Want me to turn this ship around?
I'll tell the Roa is not very hard to say.
Tara.
I'll tell you what.
Teoroa. I will call you Audi.
Teoroa.
Audi.
You know, one of these days you might have a stroke and we literally won't be able to tell.
I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Like the character or the player?
Yes.
Yes.
He lives
That's
in a
fucked.
drop state.
Oh,
Right.
man, fuck.
Well, now we have a wealth of new information that only raised further questions. A captain that went mad with the ideas of a potential event happening spoke to a compass that may or may not actually be magical, or he might be insane.
So now begs to differ. Does anybody want to talk to the
Wait.
compass?
I know.
Wait. Can anyone pronounce the words from the book that we cannot read?
It might help if we could read
Well,
it.
considering that no one can read it, I'm assuming no.
If you want to
What
take,
if
if
the
you-
words from the books are what activates the compass?
if you want to take just a few minutes, I can read the books in the language that is needed pretty clearly. But that might be better for we're on the ship.
Yeah, that's we can save that for later.
We also still have a tower if we really want to explore. Frankly, I'm still trying to link...
And the shipwreck.
And the shipwreck. I'm trying to link the altar for the blood sacrifice that makes a map in this mural that shows a catastrophe at the sea.
Should we take a
Michael.
short rest?
We can do that. Do I know which way is north right now?
Not offhand.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard to tell north when there's no sun out.
Should I make a check to remember where
No, it's not.
it was?
Like a survival check.
Should have taken the feet.
17.
I mean, it's probably up.
Up.
Does the needle on the compass point that way?
Best you can tell, the needle is just pointing north.
Okay. That's useful, though.
Like, it doesn't seem to be like pointing toward the altar or the symbol on the wall or anything in particular. It's always pointing in the same direction, regardless of your orientation. So
Okay. I know that direction is north. Okay.
Well, whether or not you know that it's north, it's at least working as a feasible compass. It's not behaving unusually, so you wouldn't. There's nothing to suggest it isn't just pointing north.
Right. Okay.
And your memory is reinforcing it slightly.
Well,
If you want to.
So, are we taking a short rest, or are we continuing along the tower?
man, let's-
Perhaps we retreat to the library and rest for a moment.
Ooh, that sounds fine and dandy to me.
man, I'm
Folks,
not
well,
gonna complain about a moment to catch my breath.
Okay.
I'd
Well,
say,
short rest then.
I would say we take a short rest plus what, like 11 minutes, so I can comprehend languages.
I would say that like you can finish a short rest and just do that as a part of that. I'm not worried about it.
All right. Now, is there a specific book I need to read that would work with the compass? Supposedly, or what?
I mean, I'm not the one to ask.
Yeah, we don't even know if that's a thing.
Oh, someone was telling me to read words off a book. I wasn't sure if we had one that was for sure.
That was Leora.
Hey guys, wait, what'd you say, Tyler?
What you said there was to read some words from a book at the compass. What book?
Yeah, about to say that's
Well, so here's what I'm thinking. There's an altar here.
Yeah.
There are books that we can't read. There's a compass that only the captain can speak to. Clearly, he was speaking in a language that is connected with the books in the altar. Whatever that language is, might also activate the compass.
Well, I can't tell what language it is. I don't believe.
I hate how many
having-
languages we have amongst all of us, but no one took up Draconic.
Well,
Good thing
I could-
dragons aren't alive. Oh wait.
I'll read a book during the short rest if I can. Just one of the books. One of the let's say an NWE book.
I was about to say, I would say maybe the more recent ones, like the most recent one, in fact.
Yeah, the most recent book. See what I can glean off of it.
Nah, the old shit's gonna have it. I'll let you do it.
Well, if we read book 0, then we can figure out where the divide between the eras is. You know?
Sure, I do like to start the story at its beginning. I'll read an old book.
Whenever you cast the spell and look at it, it looks like they are just keeping track of like just weather patterns. There's a storm headed this way from that direction. It seems to be this big. Lightning strikes between these intervals during this. It seems to be very detailed records of the weather of this particular time period.
Interesting.
Additionally, I got that for you.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Holy shit. Holy shit, you madman. Oh, okay. I'm gonna read. Okay. Which era was that?
I mean, I thought that you were just reading an MWE.
Okay. Then let's go to PMW, see if that's any different.
Not even at all.
Huh.
Okay. Okay, so
It
it is
just-
just
it's-
era separation. But they
Yeah.
are not the same things. Alright? So this is what I've gleaned from the books. It's records of weather, keeping track of the weather, specific patterns, which sounds boring, because it kind of is. But what's important is that they are using the weather to divine the future. supposedly.
Oh, do go on.
That explains the mural.
Well, it seems they were written by diviners. Powerful diviners. And based off reading this, I think I might have picked up a thing or two about this kind of magic. We'll see. But it's worth holding on to. I don't know how easy it will be to find a really bigger picture from all this. There's a lot of minutia. But at least we know what the books are for. I guess this was sort of a station for keeping track of the weather. But the altar also means something, and of course they're intertwined. How?
Well, we should go to the locations on the map and find out.
Indeed. And while I'm here, I'm going to identify the compass.
Nothing.
Damn it.
Ooh,
Just a compass.
unfortunate.
Fuck.
Well, perhaps the rest of this tower will have more clues to this little mystery. Shall we
So-
continue on?
I think that's a good idea.
Thanks, you're right.
As we go past the one pirate that we did kill, I'd like to do last rites for him.
Okay.
Just takes a moment.
Yeah, I get you. Alright, we're starting to get into new territory. It just seems to be a long hallway that opens
like
up
that.
into a larger room. Huh?
I don't like that. Check your trap.
Okay, make an investigation.
Long
I
hallway
will help.
scared me.
Yeah, I'll help with this. I
19.
can.
Doesn't seem to be any traps.
Okay.
But this room that you're approaching right here, it seems to be full of stuff.
Treasure.
Yeah.
Oh, there's treasure.
There are chests and stuff. So you take some time to look at it, I assume.
I would
yeah.
like to cast Divine
Yeah.
Sense.
None of it is undead.
Are there any undead?
Fiends?
No.
Celestials or fiends?
Not that you can tell.
Alright, cool.
Detect magic.
In this room, you find 196 gold pieces.
Jesus.
Excuse me?
Additionally, there are a bunch of other things. I'm gonna need you to keep track of this more
I'm on it.
specifically. A small golden bracelet with a strange symbol on it. It is the one from before on the wall.
Oh.
Ooh, I want to wear it. I'm gonna put it on.
Oh my god.
Can we
Okay.
just put it in inventory first and then...
Fine.
Working on it.
An opaque dark gray gem with red flecks. An opaque black gem that is solid in color. A transparent pale blue gem. A small sack of purple dust. A transparent but like thicker than water vial, essentially like a potion that has a sliver of what appears to be a fingernail in it,
I hate that.
and a glowing yellow potion.
Interesting.
Okay.
I wonder if that bracelet's magic.
I mean, if I can cast Detect Magic, which I can see.
All right.
what all is magical.
Well, the wand that you found in the previous in the library is obviously magical. The dust is magical. Both of the potions are magical.
All the stones?
The gemstones seem to be gemstones,
Oh,
Bracelet
okay.
is a
as does the bracelet. Just a normal bracelet.
Can I tell how much they are worth?
The gems, make me.
As a D&D character, you automatically know.
Right. I disagree with that. Make me an intelligence check with advantage because you would know a thing or two about this sort of stuff. Okay. Well, the bracelet seems to be made of gold. You could probably sell it for about 25 if you're lucky.
Gold pieces?
You identify
Gold
the dark gray stone with the red flecks as bloodstone. You know that fetches about 50 gold for this cut of the gem. The other two, the opaque black gem is just obsidian, about 10 gold. And the pale blue is is just blue quartz, which is another 10 gold.
It's not a good amount of gold.
It's not so bad.
Well, being the alchemist of the group, I guess I get to check out the potions.
Yep.
Potions are they?
Go ahead and make me an alchemist supplies check. For make me one.
Yeah, 13.
I mean, you're gonna have to probably identify these. I mean, they could be any number of things.
Right.
Well, Gwydion can hold on to anything magical and identify it over the course of several hours.
Yeah, we'll have time when we get back to the ship.
When we get back to the ship.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. All right. Continuing forward, there's a small lift with a pulley system that raises you up. Eventually, it gets to a part where it kind of locks in place, and there's a barred door in front of you.
Oh, hello, Bart.
Door?
You simply lift up the bar, and you find yourself back in the first room that you guys were in.
We've just gone in a circle, haven't we?
Skyrim. Pulled a Skyrim.
Square,
off.
really.
A little strange that this is such a tower and most it has is a basement.
Oh, yeah.
Is there actually a way up? I didn't see one.
There doesn't seem to be.
Strange.
Unless you missed something. Which is possible.
Well, something we could have missed would be in the room full of spikes over here.
Oh yes, there's a room.
There's
full
only
of
one
spikes
confirmed spike.
and levers.
One confirmed.
Is it still there? Is the corpse still there?
Oh yeah, it's hanging. It's just
hanging.
standing
What?
completely straight with the spike coming out of its mouth.
I don't agree to the fact that we just moved through there.
What happened?
What does this room look like?
All right, going back to it, it is a 30 by 40 room. There are 4 levers up against the left side. A spear is coming out from the wall about here. It's currently stuck through the body of a pirate. It's holding him up by his head, through his jaw. The levers over here, it looks like 2 of them are already pulled. That would be 2 and 4 are pulled.
It seems like a bit of a dangerous game.
Does.
Where's the spike coming from?
Just the side of the wall here.
Are there more holes in the wall where spikes would come
Make an
from?
investigation check.
Nice.
Baby.
Yes. Absolutely there is.
How many?
There are a few here and a few
Yeah, I got 19 intelligence. I can
here.
count. Should
I
we
can,
even
I
attempt
can try to
this?
search for it.
I mean, you don't have
Don't-
to,
why
but
not?
Why not? Because I don't want to get spiked as why not.
fair reason.
Well, what else is there in the room?
Yeah, I guess is there a way to make this not a guessing game?
That's the
Well,
question.
there is. It takes
What
some
else is
discernment, but you did just find the pertinent information.
So there's a few spikes here, and there's a few spikes there, and there's a few spikes over there.
I guess the question is there a hole lined up with each of the levers, or is there one that isn't?
I mean, it seems to be. The only lever that doesn't seem to be just trapped is the second one.
And that one's been pulled already?
Looks like it.
Hmm. Well,
Okay,
might as well see.
hold on. Let's hear this one more time so we can get everything straight.
What are we hearing?
It's like the information about the room. What's in the room?
4 levers. Here,
Yep.
here, here, and here.
2 and 4 are pulled.
2 and 4 are pulled. There's a dead body here.
Okay.
Are
And
these levers on the wall or on the floor?
they're on the wall.
Okay.
So he pulled number 2 first. That didn't kill him. Then he pulled number 4. That did kill him. So we don't pull that one. We'll probably put it back up now, right? We can probably put it back up and it'll be fine.
Do you
Where-
pull?
Where are the
No,
holes? Are they
I-
on the ground or are they on the wall?
There are some like on the wall here, but other than that, it looks like there are mostly them like there. Yeah, that's about correct.
Alright, so we probably need to pull the 4th one back up just to kind of reset things.
Right.
Do you do so?
I don't, but if someone else wants to, feel free.
I will reset the 4th lever.
You know, they call
Okay,
him
you
Gwydion the
reset the
Brave.
4th lever, and the spear coming out of the corpse's mouth retracts, and the body falls to the floor.
Okay, so we know not to pull that one yet, if ever. But now is it a guessing game between pulling the 1st and the 3rd lever, or something else?
Leora pulls the 3rd lever.
Oh,
God damn it!
I wouldn't have done that. I
Does
think
a
the first
14 hit you?
My AC is 14.
All right. A spear comes out from the wall, and you take 6 points of damage, piercing damage, as it just like gets you like right in the leg.
That's something I can use my reaction on.
No.
I mean,
Think-
probably not, because
I don't
she
know
just
where
kind
it's
of
coming
did it.
from.
Absolutely not.
okay. Good
Leora,
job.
Don't.
Put it back. Put it back.
Brute force.
Okay, before we get too stupid about this, let's go with this idea. I'm gonna reach over, reset that fucking lever.
Okay. Spear goes back.
Okay, we know not to touch that one. Now let's just try this. I'm gonna go to the 2nd lever, I'm gonna reset it. Do we hear anything? See anything happen?
Like you hear a mechanism shift, and it's coming from behind you.
Is there a door that opened?
Do you go back to look?
Yeah.
Looks like the door is shut. It seems that the path downwards was uncovered. It looks like basically what happened was the pirates had to solve that puzzle themselves, and unfortunately, one of them got.
Well, this seems to be a mechanism that we don't need to fiddle with.
Should leave it unsolved, perhaps.
Guess so.
Yeah, it'll protect the library in there.
That's true.
More importantly, keep anyone off that track.
Well,
Map-making is a competitive business, after all.
well, what do we do now? Do we continue searching, trying to find a way up the tower, or say screw that and investigate the shipwreck?
Well, we're here, aren't we? Perhaps we go outside and see if there's another entrance.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Perhaps.
Okay. So we're gonna put you over here. Now it is worth mentioning that it is nighttime right now.
Oh
Up
no.
above, there is no moonlight. It seems that today has double new moons.
Joy.
Oh, yeah.
Additionally,
That happens only once in a quadrum.
it's one. This is a rare occurrence. I assure you.
Okay.
But there is light in the sky. It seems that those holes that were in the tower now have this glow in them, and an additional glow seems to be shot up directly into the sky.
Oh,
Oh,
weird.
Oh, what?
Well,
Sounds sturdy.
we seem to have activated some kind of beacon.
right.
You don't want to know what Liliana thinks that looks.
Looks like a beacon to me.
Like a beacon to me too.
Like
There
a
we
beacon with
go.
light.
We've activated a fast travel location. So, well, the pirates who came here, and it looks like the ship is gone now, did us the courtesy of establishing a lovely camp. Let's see if it's still there.
I was thinking the same thing. It may be easier to see in the daylight to explore more.
I said I'm tired of walking around without any spells left.
Friggin'
I mean, the camp is still there. They didn't really,
Time to call it a night.
Ooh, we could have a lengthy rest.
The camp.
All
That's
right.
a bad idea. This is a bad idea.
We'll just take watch.
So, do you keep watch?
I will keep watch.
Yeah.
Woody can't see shit.
I shall
Okay.
take first watch.
Okay. Anyone on second?
I'll do second.
Yes, now.
Hold on, wait, hold on.
Why is there so
During-
much type?
Our downtime, I'd like to use some of the wax that I picked up to wax the shield. And
Okay.
make sure it kind of gets all the dings out and shines very well.
Okay.
My shiny teeth.
So, first watch, go ahead and make your perception check.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing seems to catch your attention.
Awesome. I don't like this type.
Sorry. The second watch, go ahead and make your perception check.
Passive perception wouldn't matter in this case, right?
I mean, if you don't want to be looking actively for stuff, you can feel free to take your passive perception, but
I mean, I feel like it'll be higher, but I'll actively do it. Oh no, there we go.
About to say, it's not always actively higher, though.
1 point higher.
Out in the distance, it does seem that you see some like shadowy figure move. It doesn't seem to be moving like a person as much as it moves just kind of like, you know,
Like a drone.
loosely, kind of similar to those fish people. And you hear a
McGurgle.
McGurgle. A new sandwich from McDonald's. And it's
it
coming
seems to just
toward
kind of
us,
be
right?
wandering, but it does look immediately to be getting closer.
Oh no.
I'll keep. I mean, approximately how far away is it in conjunction to all these watches? Like, will it get to us during my watch still, or?
Oh, absolutely. If it continues this way, like, yes.
All right, so I'm gonna wake up the whole party and notify them about the McGurgle.
Okay.
Rise and shine.
What? Is the dawn already?
What?
There's one of those fish things walking towards us. And if there's one, there may be more.
Someone help me get my armor on. It's going to take a minute.
I spend the next 8 hours putting the armor on a Tori.
Spend 8 hours.
I'm wearing chainmail, I think.
It should take
It'll
10
take
minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah.
5 with help.
5 with help.
I was being facetious, but not far off.
Yeah, 8 hours, 5 minutes, same thing, really.
How many turns is 5 minutes?
It
lot.
is 50.
50 turns.
It will definitely get here before the armor is on.
Dick.
We've been caught off guard.
I need double help.
Double
Did-
help doesn't work,
Didn't
unfortunately.
Dennis try to sleep with armor on, and you were like, if you do that, you will be exhausted. He was like,
Forever.
never mind.
Yep.
Well, I suppose maybe we can't wear armor right now. I don't wear armor.
Worth a shot, at least.
Maybe it will just pass by. Who knows?
If only we had some sort of hut we could sleep in that was invisible to the world.
If
But that's just
only.
absurd.
Like some sort of opaque on the outside spherical structure.
It's like
Strange.
a tiny, like a small hut.
Did that
Yeah.
thing save our life like 2 or 3 times?
Yes, absolutely.
Already.
So this fish creature seems to be getting closer and closer, and as the light starts to hit it, it looks different from the others. Much more fishy, and purple in color. It has those same quills, but it's wearing like fancier sort of robes. Larger eyes, more like, you know, fish-like eyes. It's a little different, but it's definitely one of the same types of creature. Seems to be kind of making it toward your direction, but it's not in any particular rush.
This one appears to be more intelligent if it's clothed.
To wait to see what happens for now.
Trying to get armor on just in case.
I mean, I'm happy to go without 12 armor class, baby. Oh, yeah.
The creature continues forward.
Leora just thinks to herself, oh god, I hope I didn't kill this thing's child.
I've killed a lot of children. You're going to have to be more specific.
It's now probably about 30 feet away from you. It's still not really rushing toward any of you. It's not acting particularly hostile. It's just kind of going.
Wait, do we have a campfire or something, or is most of the party blind?
No, we have
I
a campfire.
assume you have a campfire. You can
I'm
definitely
not-
see it.
Well, I'm gonna
Like, I'm
go
just
out.
kind of
Hello, can we help you? Don't mind us.
As I'm strapping on his breastplate.
And just keeps walking. Seems to just walk right by you, past the campfire,
Headed towards the beacon?
and into the dungeon down below.
Uh-oh.
Fucking weird.
Except that it can't because of the puzzle.
Well, I mean,
That
yeah.
we know of. Maybe it has some primal.
That we know.
I'm gonna send my macaw just to watch and observe and see what it does.
It slowly makes its way down the stairs, across that hallway, into that room, into the elevator, where it grabs the pulley and starts.
Wait, there's an elevator?
Yeah, it's the pulley system.
The
we
one that you took.
Back up. Yeah, dude.
I get back out and I tell the party, like, he's using the fucking lift.
Using the fucking left.
These things don't shout language, but can manipulate basic. Okay.
Well, it's like when you see people on safari and like all of a sudden a lion just opens up their car door.
And he would have been going down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
How
do we
far-
do something about that?
I'm more curious. How far can your bird follow him down there?
I don't think I went. I didn't send him into the lift with it. Went away.
I'm awfully curious what it's doing down there.
If you want to go in and pull that lever, and open up the stairway, I can send him the other way around and meet him there.
I can do that. Alright. Yeah, I fucking walk in, open the door for the macaw, and we continue to listen to Gwydion's tale as he describes what the frickin' fish shaman is doing down there.
All right. The creature's by the time that the macaw gets there, the creature is in the room with the altar, and he just sits beside it, like onto his knees, and just like stares up at the symbol and just stares blankly.
I think it's worshipping that blood altar we found. It's kind of sitting there and staring at it. I guess that's like worship.
Show it the compass.
No, don't do that. That's an unknown. Don't do unknown.
Shan goes back to bed.
God damn it, I wish we had a dwarf with stone cutting suddenly, because I would like to know how old this tower is suddenly.
Seems very worrisome.
Well, perhaps after reading the books. No, because we wouldn't know, because it's just weather.
But
Was
I'm,
that stone cutting in the one shot?
I'm kind of curious, because
Timothy's character.
what if these fish people, these sea spawn, were the old inhabitants that just became that over time?
Makes sense to me.
What the fuck would do it to them, though?
Probably whatever's in that altar that they seem to be worshiping. If it's a creator
Perhaps
figure.
the same thing we're chasing after.
Have to.
We don't even know what we're chasing.
Yes.
Exactly.
Isn't that?
Well, he seems benign, so I just leave him be. Try to get a rest of the night's sleep, I guess.
I start taking off my armor.
I start taking off my armor.
Luckily, you didn't get very far in.
Gwydion just plops back onto his bedroll.
All right.
Leora continues to help him take off the armor she just helped him put on.
Oh, thank you, Leora.
The rest of the night
Oh,
goes.
jeez.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
The rest of the night goes down without a hitch. The sun rises in its usual direction. The light is still coming from the tower, and then a fresh day. You finish a long rest. Congrats! Remember, you only get one hit die back because it's halved. Very
Yeah,
important.
Nice. LMAO.
did spend some hit dice.
So, there's a shipwreck, brothers.
Wait, so you can say that again? We only get one hit die back?
We
Yeah,
only
you
get-
only get half your hit die back.
Yeah, so Like, I spent
So-
both mine, so I only got one back.
So if I use a hit die during that long rest, then I get it back at the end of it?
What?
You can't use hit dice during long rest.
It's
Just
long.
get health.
Yeah.
All of it.
I'm about to say it's a long rest. You you don't use hit die in a long rest. You use them short
You just
rests.
get your health.
You just get back to full long rest.
That's why I was very confused.
Nathan, you've played. I feel dumb asking this question, but you played Dungeons and Dragons for 2 years with us, didn't you?
I was very confused when Michael said we only get one of the hit die back.
Well, basically, you only get half of your hit dice that you spent during short rests back on a long rest. So that, I guess the idea is that, downtime is good.
God, remember back in the older editions where you only got 1 HP back during long rests?
No.
Damn.
Speaking of getting things, Gwydion will
Is he useful
identify.
again?
Yes. Well, he will identify one magic item. Which one shall it be? What do we have?
we should
A
just
wand, a sack of dust, and 2 potions.
I personally vote the wand. I mean, I could deal
The
with
wand.
I can
Tyler,
I can deal with the potions when I get back to the ship.
Oh, do you attune to the robes?
I was going to do that as well. Yes.
it might be best to wait in case there's stuff we have to use magic on.
Well, I don't spend the spell slot when I identify.
Never mind.
It's just time.
I get it once per short rest as part of my race.
He gets cast it as an action. Once per short
I am
rest,
going to do something now. What was it? Attune to the robes, and I identify the wand as well.
The wand is, in fact, a wand of web.
I do like web. Web is fun
Well,
stuff.
brother, I got some for you. It's
So
an
is he
entire
Spider-Man?
wand of it.
It's just a wand full of web.
That's
It's
really
just
rough.
an entire wand of web.
Gross.
Let's be happy Liliana didn't get that. There'd be a lot of shit.
I
Who
don't
can- who
even
can
know what that is supposed to mean.
What all
Bondage.
classes can attune to it?
Spellcaster.
Then okay, if no, like, I'll take it if no one else wants it, but I'm not gonna like prevent anyone from taking it. If they won't really want it, but I do like web. Web is a fun spell. What's the DC on it? Am I in like charges and stuff? Like, I don't know. Oh, you sent it to me. Haha. Amazing.
I sent it to you.
Yes.
In the morning, I'm gonna take out
God.
a wrapped gift
Oh,
item of
that's good.
sorts. It's got like parchment, like paper of some sort that have just been wrapped around it, and I'll approach Leora. Leora, it's been some time, but your mother tells me you enjoyed the music box I gave you. I have this for you.
What?
You what, mate?
I heard you. I was in character.
It's a wrapped gift.
Okay. What's the shape of this wrapped gift?
It's kind of odd. I'd say it looks to be maybe about like 2 feet long and about like
1.23 boots. Okay.
9 centimeters tall, or at least wide, and maybe about like a foot deep.
Oh. Okay. She unwraps this, very unsure and slightly uncomfortable because everyone's just staring.
So it's it's an instrument. It seems. It's
You
got,
also
like,
talked about my mother, and none of these people know about family stuff.
Everyone's got a mother, at least one.
Yeah, so it's an instrument. It's somewhat violin shaped, so kind of pear shaped with a neck. On one end, there's some tuning pegs, and on the other, there's a handle with a crank that seems to move a gear, and the gear is gilded with bronze, very similar to the symbol on the Aotearoa's tabard. Along the neck, there's a small little box with a handful of keys attached to it. And then along the whole outside of it, it's gilded in bronze and scrolling intricate work. You see, if you rotate this bit here and push these keys, it'll make sounds.
Oh.
This particular feature of the Rosen world, I work hard on that one. It took a while for it to get, and the wheel acts as a violin bow.
I love it. Where do I start?
I don't know. I found it in a book called the Quomodo Orchestrum Concertar. I call it an organistrum. There may be a better name for it, but if you put your hands here and he guides you to the keys and then to the crank, and then you turn this, it'll make sound.
Michael, what do I roll
For what?
to play it?
What does he roll for hurdy-gurdy?
I mean, it
What
would
do
just be straight charisma
Oh, charisma.
because you're not proficient in. You're very bad.
What the hell? Is someone gutting a cat?
Ooh.
This was exactly what I hoped for.
It's just absolute garbage.
So
Oh,
you two seem to know each other prior to this, am I not mistaken?
it's been a long time, but I met Leora when she was very young.
Yes, I first picked up on that when you called her Leora, and that's the name she initially gave us, which I've already taken out of my mind.
So
Right.
anyway, I love
This is my niece, Leora, everyone. This is
Very-
Leora. She's fantastic and smart and intelligent, and I haven't seen her in... How old are you now?
There you go. Okay.
I'm. What the fuck's my age? Oh, there it is. 23.
23?
Mhm.
I'm 20 years.
Wow. It's been a long time.
I didn't know she was going to be on this voyage.
Oh, well, small world, isn't it? Well, not really.
Yes. Very small, and I love it. Thank you. I will practice every day with.
You may use some tuning on it. The first go around, I didn't know how to do it.
Practice makes perfect. Well, that was fun. That was a lovely display. Now, I think the next thing on our list to do is find what's on that shipwreck, perhaps.
I wish we had our flotation aids. Should we go back to the ship to get them first?
We could go back to the ship and we could steer it around to the wreck and
Well,
do it on there that
that-
way.
Cliff face seems very sheer. I think it would be best to take the sunrise over to it instead.
That way we can also deposit all the loot we got and not lose it to the vastness of the ocean.
People. Vroom vroom, motherfuckers.
What do we all say?
All right.
Say vroom vroom, motherfuckers.
Sounds like a yes. I attune to the rose.
Yes, I believe this is a good plan.
You managed to get back to the Sunrise Ostinato without anything happening. You take it over to the shipwreck, probably get the dinghy over, and by this point it's probably midday-ish. Shipwrecked onto some of the rocks by the island is that it's this very strange-looking ship. It bears, at a closer look, it bears the sails of a deep crimson hawk and now torn and faded. On the side of the ship is a strange metal cage holding bits and pieces of what would have been a deep red cloth, of which only the fringes remain. 4 glass half domes are placed along the ship towards the bottom, now having shattered, and the remnants of which are probably scattered across the ocean at this point. It's a bit bigger than your ship, but it does seem like the bottom deck is cracked wide open on the rocks. I'm hilarious.
You are hilarious.
Some of the things I've written here are great.
Are there any corpses among the wreckage?
Not that you can see at the moment.
Does this ship have a name?
Scrawled along the outside, very clumsily, mind you, is the SS Fuck Sarek.
What?
What?
Hold
What a
on, what?
Terrible name. Who the hell is Sarek?
I don't
Who?
understand.
Wow, they really must have named that guy.
Name an entire ship after this
What do
Sarah.
you steal someone's lunch money?
I suppose it's fucking hatred or fucking passion.
Who cares?
Are we
This-
committing to this joke?
I was about to say, are we being serious here? Is this actually the old airship?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Seriously.
you heard
Are
me.
you serious?
Check for magic
Yeah.
items. It's got all our old magic items. I call dibs on the rings.
Hold on,
All
hold
of
let's-
them. All of the rings.
Hold on,
The
hold,
rings.
hold on.
We've had so many.
Whoa, hold on. What do I roll to actually know that the Sarek thing happened? History?
No, you would have no idea.
Okay,
How
fuck.
do we?
You just would not know.
That's so far away.
Locationally in the wrong place, and
You don't have to explain it, but how would we not know about some like
Oh my God.
earth-changing cataclysmic event?
You were just not at the right place.
It occurred on the other
Very-
side of the world.
It all
Very
happened on
far
a
away.
different part of the world entirely.
Like far enough that
Like
people
to you
don't
guys,
communicate?
the dragons just came back without any impetus or warning. They just came back, and that was it.
I feel like people would communicate that through letter. Like there were fucking dragons that came.
Yeah,
out
but because of the travel time it would
but
take.
this set of islands is completely separated from the other continent for millennia.
The planet is the size of Jupiter. Like
So
the actual
people-
distance you would have to
It's
travel.
like in Civ, we don't have ocean travel yet like this. We can only go in shallow water.
So people are like
Yeah.
super inbred on these islands, basically.
Jesus.
I mean, the islands are like bigger than Hawaii.
imagine
Like,
like
there's
you
enough
know,
people there that can sustain. I mean, it's
Imagine like
fine.
the Black Plague, like just doing its thing in Europe. Nobody knew about the United States or the Americas to like
Yeah.
help or warn. They just didn't exist.
So here's the thing:
Tell
They
that
didn't
to the
have-
Vikings.
they didn't have airships. Or
Well,
magic.
there was only one airship made, and it
And-
seems to have been crashed.
We found it.
Well, let's enter the ship because why not?
Right? I'm curious.
Speaking of none of that, while we were on the way here, I would have had time to short rest and identify the last magic item, or I guess all of them, huh? Depending on how many hours we took.
I mean, I would definitely would have been assisting
it
trying to
took
get
a-
my potions.
A couple of hours. I would definitely say that you would probably just be able to identify just, you know. It looks like the other magic items that you have, Dust of Disappearance,
All right.
a potion of Hill Giant Strength,
Hmm.
Ooh.
and a potion of Radiant Resistance.
Hmm. Well, that's what we got. Do you want to divvy it up now or later?
I mean,
Just like
We did have this 196 gold pieces we got as well.
That's
Perhaps
as well.
we should divvy that up now.
Yeah.
While we're on our way to the airship.
what was that?
So we each get 32. It seems.
Well, 4 of us get 33 and 2 of us get 32, and I took
Take-
30.
That took,
Take 32.
yeah, I took 32.
I guess
Uh,
33.
I'll take 33 if no one stops me. I'll be one of the 4 that gives 33.
You need the 2?
I'll take whatever.
No, 4 people get 33, 2 people get 32.
Alright, so we already picked the two 32s. And then we have all this other gold, or like stones and things. Unless we need them for spell components, I think we'll just like hawk them when we get to town.
Yeah.
They'll take them for us. They'll sell them and everything.
They'll go
Yeah.
into like our group selly shit thing.
Yeah, they'll just literally just get them immediately.
Mine, and we're like, okay, Jesus.
It's a little
So-
bit nicer than that.
That all said,
Got 2 potions
Bottom
and
floor-
some dust.
Bottom floor on this strange ship, cracked wide open. It looks like it's big enough for you guys to go inside if you feel like doing a small dive.
Let's do it.
Fun.
Let's take the dinghy and Leora, I want you to wear one of these. And he like starts to put on the
Oh my god.
flotation aid he created.
Oh my god, I know how to swim. You don't need to do this. Please stop.
I can breathe underwater, so I'm all good.
you can breathe
This
underwater.
will just be for me, Leora.
Then you can wear it if it's for you.
No, it'll make me feel good for if you were to wear one.
You don't need to do this. This is fine.
I'm just trying to help.
She reluctantly wears the floaty.
Yes. It's like a belt that goes around your waist that has like a handful of gourds.
Was this your initial plan?
Yes. I'll wear one as well.
Oh my god.
Gwitty's
So you
not
hop
gonna
on
go in
the
the
dinghy.
water, but he'll put on one. Better safe than sorry.
You get down
Lucian,
and
you said you can breathe underwater.
I can breathe underwater.
Excellent.
The fact that Gwydion is wearing one makes it even worse for Leora because that just shows that nerds wear this. She has her boomer uncle, and then she has her nerdy companion. and
Oh,
she's the only cool one there.
Gwydion, I'm sorry, I only have 2 of them.
Oh, you only have 2? Okay, well, he's fine with that one then. Although, he was going to offer the Dust of Disappearance to Leora, because I feel like she might get the most out of that somehow.
Wow.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Seems fun.
How much does it weigh?
Ooh, the ship.
it's a pound.
Also, Gwydion feels guilty for no particular reason.
Having
That's
a
not-
wand and the robes and
Why is for any particular reason?
the
We'll do
magic
that.
books that he identified,
We'll go with that, yeah.
Oh gosh, what did he do to us?
and the 40 platinum he found in one of the books.
What?
What? Hold on. You're making accusations with no basis.
We're not talking about that. He gave us some to keep us quiet.
Don't tell the paladin.
Don't tell the paladin.
Did he actually find?
No,
Oh.
I'm just fucking around.
I was gonna say if Leora doesn't know, she doesn't know.
Ship.
To the ship to adventure.
Ship.
So much typing.
Yeah, I type sometimes. It's a very type-heavy campaign thus far.
No, it's
I got
fine.
So
It
many
just
notes.
when it's not my thought bubble that pops up, it makes me nervous.
All right, so good. So inside of the bottom deck, it does seem to be a bit of a cargo deck. There are a bunch of barrels and a few like chests and like racks and stuff. Nothing is particularly hidden here. It doesn't look like there's anything to hide per se. You find 5 barrels of rotted food, just completely just. You open it up and the smell is you just shut it right back immediately. It's bad. 5 barrels of stagnant water. There are cultures of bacteria floating inside of them.
Ooh.
3 barrels of wine.
Of what?
Wine.
Ooh,
kind of wine?
finely aged wine.
Very finely aged wine.
Do you take a sip?
No, excuse me. We are saving
When
that.
do I get poison resistance? I don't have it yet.
Are you gonna
Okay.
die from taking a sip of 400 year
Are
old
the
wine? Come
are the
on.
wine caskets well sealed?
Yeah. Let's inspect them. Are they sealed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Why
pretty
The
not?
wine
You've
looks.
ne-
The wine seems to be fine.
I'll take a sip.
It actually aged quite well.
Yeah.
Very-
Reseal it. Keep that for ourselves.
They are
We could sell
entire
that.
barrels of wine.
I
So
bet we
like
could sell that for a lot.
Maybe. Yeah.
maybe. You find a ruby. Q, you believe that's probably worth about 50 gold pieces. A rack with 10 light crossbows and 200 crossbow bolts.
Nice.
There you go. I'm assuming that Q
What?
is taking the inventory, by the way, of all this, because I haven't been.
Yep,
Okay.
He
I
is the
am
quartermaster.
quartermaster.
Hell yeah.
Additionally, on the bottom deck is some strange machine with arcane sigils in it.
Well, I'm not there to
It
pick it up
would be
from.
something that none of you have ever seen anything like this before. But Gwydion, if you did want to make me an Arcana check,
Is Gwydion down there? I don't think he really went.
if you didn't go, you didn't go.
Gwydion did not want to get wet. However, if anyone relays this information, he would really want you to bring it
I
up.
mean, I would definitely be there out of curiosity. I could
I love this machine.
Probably make a
What
Arcana
does it
check.
do?
Make
Something
an
we
Arcana
would
check.
Can I do like a tinkering
Fuck.
tools check instead, please?
Okay, you might find different things about it, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
With intelligence, I'm guessing.
Yeah, definitely. So Lambert, you can't make heads or tails with this. It seems to be just a combination of various magical runes that work together to do something obviously very powerful. But you have no idea what it could be used for. Now, Hugh, judging by just the way that's set up, there's a large machine that's connected to smaller ones that seem to be hanging around, like around different parts of this floor. You have no idea what they do, but you get the idea that the central one seems to be some sort of power source. And judging by the arcane runes, you get the idea that this was what fueled that magic. It pulled in the Arcanum into it and sent it to these other contraptions. What they did is absolutely beyond you, but it's interesting.
How big are these other machines, and can I salvage them?
They're pretty big. They're like probably, at least 5 feet tall, about 3 feet wide. They're mostly sigils. You could probably get some scrap metal out of them, but nothing useful.
Yeah. I'll go for
scrap
scrap.
metal is useful.
Yeah.
All right. I would say you could probably get about. How long are you thinking you're gonna do that?
So we can harvest the scrap metal or salvage it. It'll take us some time,
Wait,
but it is worth something value.
he's not breaking the machine, is he?
He seems to be
No.
breaking the machine,
What?
the smaller machines.
No, I want to bring them as one piece if I can.
You would have to rebuild it.
As someone who has no idea what this thing is, I don't know if we can do that.
You could try to roll an Arcanum check, but
I'm just trying to remove it without destroying it.
Hey, God.
it does seem to be built into the ship itself.
Is the
you
ship made of
could-
wood?
Most of it.
And the machines are made of metal?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get rid of the soft surface and then you have the hard surface.
Okay. You hack open the wood. Eventually, and this thing is probably about 6 feet deep. in there. Seems to just go from one side of the hull to the other. It's like a thick ship. Well armored, you would say. This one piece of machine, I mean, it probably took you, I mean, it'd take hours and hours to do. And it probably weighs about like at least 3 boots.
Oh, that's fine.
What the hell is this thing he's moving?
I have
It's just-
no
this is
idea, but it
big
looks
metal piece.
magnificent.
This is Nathan rolling a 19 asking God.
You don't know. It looks like it's some sort of combination of transmutation, abjuration, and enchantment, but it's like this is beyond you.
So is the party okay with us trying to salvage all of it?
It's fine.
It's like probably the sun is setting.
It's fine. We
Bring
can
it on
spend
board
a
this
couple
ship.
days.
Bring it on
Yeah,
board
I
the ship, and then we'll
It took
see
us
what we can do with
that
it when I
long
get
to
my
sail
hands
around
on
the
it.
island.
My one
It
key
took you that
worry.
long to get the machine out.
What was that, Kyle?
About to say, my key worry about it is not so much the time, but how much it's going to weigh down the ship we're putting it on. Because I mean, we're taking more, aren't we?
Yeah, probably.
Just
Yeah,
Like, what's the
Michael-
max encumbrance of our ship?
40 tons.
40
40
tons.
tons.
We currently have
is there
7.25 ton.
Okay, we're fine.
Yeah.
We have a ship that's underwater.
that's about 10,000 boots. Pet her.
Michael.
Notice her.
Oh. Well.
So are we able to get this thing
Get
on the
out.
ship?
Go, get out.
There we go.
So I would be interested in spending the time to try to salvage all of this over the course of a couple days. It does sound like Lucian wanted to check underwater as well.
It is worth mentioning that in order for you to get back, you will need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like. Yeah, so you would have like, well, -1 because you've been on the island. You have about a 26 days that you could really do stuff with. Just, it is ticking down.
Let me know when this thing gets on the ship, and then I will say something.
Right. Well, if you wanted to, that's only the bottom floor as well. There are 2 more.
So we do want to search all the floors as well.
So while you're, getting these machines out, a couple of the others go up higher and check the rest of the ship. The middle deck has quite a few bunk beds, many of which have sheets placed over what appear to be dead bodies. Do you investigate any of them?
Yeah, braces.
Yeah, dead bodies. 7 of them to be precise, now skeletal, or seem to be placed in the beds and then covered with out of respect. In the middle deck, you also find 4 casks of ale, and 2 of which are completely empty and 2 half full.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
It is very bad by now. I would not drink it.
Yeah.
On the top deck, you do find a few things of note. A few strange machines are mounted. It can be assumed that they're weapons, but they're not like anything that you guys have ever seen. There are also 2 ballista. But otherwise, just normal ship stuff.
We can take the ballista attached to our ship
Yeah, just pick up a whole ballista.
in pieces.
Sounds like you want to break the ballista.
We have time.
Yeah, was any of the ships submerged? Or were there chunks that were broken off and underwater?
I mean, there are. I mean, it seems to be more or less intact. Like the metal cage really did keep a lot of it together. But, I mean, some of the stuff on the bottom floor is a little waterlogged.
Is the mast and the pieces coming out, are they intact? Of this wrecked one?
The mast?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems to be relatively intact.
So apart from that, there's no like other items of interest on the ship.
None in particular.
Okay. No writings or anything. Nothing to give us a history
No.
of the ship.
If there was, it would have, you know, it's been quite a long time, and winds and sea and all that.
Liliana, if you'll help me, perhaps we could use pulleys to move these ballista from one ship to another.
Darling, do I look like somebody who gets my hands dirty with such manual labor?
I'll help you.
We'll need someone to guide us.
There's a
And
I
direct.
reason.
can
There's a
do
reason the
that.
word man is a manual labor.
It's not one manual labor.
Exactly. And then Liliana and I high five.
Okay.
So, are we able to set up some pulleys to help us move all of this machinery one by one onto the dinghy and then onto the Sunrise Donato?
Yeah, I would say it took. You probably spent the next couple of days here. It probably took you about 6 days in total.
Fucking.
Hell, in that case, fuck, might as well take that time as well. Freaking send whoever's not doing that over to collect all those books.
Yeah, I think we have time for that, right?
Let's split the
somebody
party.
get- Well, I don't know. Overland travel was a little bit dangerous.
Overland travel was a
Yeah.
little dangerous.
I still want us to look at the pirate ship.
It's gone.
It's gone.
The pirate ship is gone, brother.
Yeah, they left.
Yeah, we left. Yeah, we let them live and told them to get the fuck out, and they got the fuck out.
They didn't want to
So
hang
if
out.
we're salvaging this ship, you'd say then we got the engine and machinery and the two ballista?
Well, the big one is probably about like 800 pounds on its own. Like the big machine,
Mhm.
it would be very like you're not going to be able to get that on your dinghy effectively.
And we can't pull up the other.
Yeah, because it's in like rocks and stuff, huh?
The small machines, yeah, I mean they weigh about as much as a person, so you could like, you know, transfer them more or less. It's heavy, but not undoable. But the big one is, I mean, it's unfeasible at the present moment.
Well,
Damn.
I mean, when we get back, we can mark this as, you know, our salvage and just send a crew to pick it up.
Yeah.
Geez, 800 pounds is like nothing to our ship. That's crazy.
To the
Yeah.
ship, yeah, but you got to get it on there first.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
problem.
I'm
like-
trying to think. Like, if our dinghy can take all of us, then it's probably
It can
close.
take all of us, and I'm 310 pounds.
Oh shit!
Listen.
Michael, I think this through.
Listen.
I
no.
mean,
If you don't think it's like possible, that's fine.
it's probably larger than the dinghy by itself.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, you remember that old map? Like that thing was.
Like we would have to move it in pieces. We can't.
We can probably come back here at some point and grab it because there are magics that can shrink things. That'll make it more feasible. But for now, we'll see what we can
Additionally,
get.
it doesn't look like it's going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably not.
Well, speaking of which, we got the smaller parts on board, right?
Yeah.
Can I try
Absolutely.
Could I try and identify one of them?
Wonder what.
Yes. The first one you find, you identify. It looks like this one in particular that you're looking at, was designed in such a way to cause the ship that it was a part of, to be subconsciously hard to look at. Like it, as if it would essentially cause your brain to just overlook it.
Hmm.
A perception filter?
Kind of.
All right. Do the other pieces do different things, or?
There are other pieces. There are two pieces that cause the that effect. There are another two that seem to have granted the ship some ability to fly.
Wait, two of them or three of them did that?
Two of them did that.
Interesting. Very interesting. That was
Is
all?
that information you share with us?
Yes.
Fly, and it's hard to look at.
Well, it ran out of flight eventually, it would seem.
That sounds like these might be worth something.
It was hard to look at. Shame we couldn't get the big one that you described, but if we can come back, I might have something we could do to make it easier.
We could take some time to build a crane.
I'm just going to learn how to make things smaller, and I think that'll help.
If we cut down some trees, I think there were some large ones. We have to mill them to be appropriate lumber. And then
I think we need to make some rope also.
How much
doing
do we
some,
have?
like math in his head.
I think we have enough to possibly almost outright settle that debt already.
So we're going back to the guild, or we're going further south, north.
We might need 2 cranes, so we're safe from the rocks.
I think we need to
Maybe
go back
about
to
a
the
month?
guild. Oh boy.
Why would you like a crane and not some swallows?
All right. Well, I figure we
As
should
a
probably
virgin.
get away from this island now.
I think our work here is done.
Did that joke go right over his head?
Oh, for sure.
Much like a bird?
Much like a swallow.
Well, anyways,
Yeah,
all
two
in favor
African
of
swallows.
returning to the Cartography Guild and getting our payment? Oh,
I don't know if we should tell them about this.
Why the bloody hell
Sure.
not?
I think,
African swallow.
I think it's part of our job to tell them about this.
I believe so, and perhaps it's
But
worth
this-
some money too.
This
but
seems like
s-
Speaking of money and our jobs, I need to actually make a map of this place.
this seems like some dangerous info, and we're not sure who the guild.
Go ahead and
wants
make me
to
a cartography tools check with intelligence.
They literally
Oh,
hired
baby.
us to do
Please,
these
please,
things,
please.
and we're in
Yeah.
crippling debt.
Oh wait, no, you already made. Sorry, you already made the map. It just needs to be.
Yeah, we're.
Oh, I did?
we
Thank
did
God.
before.
Yeah, like you rolled a way back.
I
Way
rolled,
back.
rolled way higher.
You
That's
weighed
good.
a
Now it
25.
needs to
You rolled a
look
25.
pretty.
We
Fuck
rolled
yeah.
a 20.
We need
Ooh, it
somebody
needs
to
to
make
look
it look pretty.
Yep.
We need someone to make it look pretty, huh? I hear you calling me.
I can
Alright,
make
go
a
ahead
copy.
and make your.
I can make it.
let's
I'd make a
say
copy for him to paint. on.
Dexterity.
Dexterity. It's a 21. Does it look pretty?
Yeah, it looks very nice. You have one nice map that you might be able to sell for a pretty decent price.
Yeah.
You're proud of yourselves.
We didn't die,
Yeah, pretty much.
and we're level 3.
No.
Not yet. This is actually something that I forgot to do earlier because it's part of a different section of notes entirely. But we're gonna do it now because it doesn't make any sense. But we're gonna do it. You can say this is pre-salvage mission. A short trip back on your dinghy, and you're back on the ship. A few of the crew performing maintenance duties, cleaning, hull checks, etc. The rest are gathered, drinking and playing cards. Dakar, who is one of the ones who are drinking, sees you and hurries your way. You're back. Don't worry about the drinking or nothing. Enough of us are sober to run the ship upon your return, and the rest will get that way before night shift. Did you find anything good up there?
How many drinks have you had?
A few.
I put my finger in front of his eyes and I move it back and forth.
I slap her hand away. Stop that.
No, let him have this. We found some gems. We found some gold. Quite a good amount of gold.
Some books as well. Large collection of books.
Strange machine as well.
And
I'm not sure how much that'll be.
we also found pirates and fish people. That was fun.
And we murdered them.
Odd.
We didn't murder all of them.
They were
Well,
They were also
it seems that
doing
you
one
guys had a pretty decent time up there. So you probably
Tell me,
brought that back.
Does the guild cover your pay, or are we expected to pay you?
No, sorry. Guild pays me. I have a salary.
All right.
Fuck.
only, that would be nice, huh?
Well, they figure you guys are out there making commission, but somebody need to do the paperwork, and paperwork's long, tedious, takes a lot of time.
Try to have some of the finely aged wine.
Maybe another time. It sounds pleasant. I actually I need to be getting some sleep if I'm gonna be ready for shift later. But glad you guys found stuff. Successful journey. Good job.
Indeed.
I'm gonna go.
Night, Deckard.
Aren't you sure there's some duties you should take care of first?
Duties.
They've got it.
Leave the man alone.
The four people that are running the ship start doing their thing, and with loot and future prospects in tow, you journey out once more, this time back to your home to unload your recent plunder.
Michael, I'm messaging you.
Okay, cool. So it is going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days to get back
I have things I want to do.
on the ship.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All right. Over the course of the first 2 days, what do you do?
I'm going to find Leliana at some point and strike up conversation.
Oh,
Okay.
I want to see what I can make out of that freaking mold I found.
Leliana,
Yes.
I was interested to know a bit more about you.
Oh, and what sparked your interest?
Oh, I'd like to know more about my traveling companions, and you seem to have an interesting story.
Yeah, I may have an interesting story. But, since you're the one starting up this conversation, how about you reveal something about yourself that I don't know?
Well, I come from a family, a very large family, with, I think, 6 or 7 siblings.
That is large indeed. Pun myself.
It's mostly a military family, you see. My father was a militant man, and many of my siblings have done the same.
And is Leora, who is in your family, also militaristic?
Her mother is, yes.
I see.
I don't believe that Leora has taken that route. My family probably would have talked about that much more.
Well, I guess about me, I too come from a family from a city long ago, but I have lost my family since then. And now Yes?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's quite alright. It's happened a while ago. In the meantime, I've found a new family, and they have taken me in. And they have taught me the ways of the world, and yet here I am.
I'm touched that you think that much of our group. The last few weeks we've been together.
Oh dear. It's so naive of you to think I am implying this group.
Oh, you weren't. I see. When do I get to meet your family?
Depends if I find him. That is who I am looking for.
I thought you said your new family had... I'm lost.
That's the point. My current family, the closest member to it that I was with, is lost, and I am looking for them. My old family is long gone, and they cannot be returned.
Perhaps I can help you find these people.
That would be most obliged.
What am I looking for?
A human who goes by the name Wolfhowl.
What's the take? Wolfhowl, you say?
Yes.
Human. Do you have a
Racist.
description of the individual?
Oh, standard human, you know. Black hair. No, I'm sorry, white hair. You know, scar on the cheek. But other than that, no discerning figures about him. As human as you can get.
And what is this man to you?
A father figure, so to speak. Obviously not my real father. Not my daddy.
I see. Well, I'll do my best to help you, and I'll tell the rest of the crew to look for this individual as well.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for the conversation. I'll be sure to speak up if I find anything.
I hope you do.
And I proceed to tell the entire crew about this individual.
Oh my god.
A man with white hair and a scar on his cheek. Has she asked Lambert?
Oh,
I just realized Lambert also has white hair.
I don't have a scar yet.
Oh, he doesn't.
It is not Lambert.
Oh, put one on him. Maybe she won't know the difference.
I'm about to say, I do plan on adding that depending on how some combats go, though.
That's great.
Alright.
I don't have any other like crafting or whatever to do.
I thought I had something to do, but I don't remember what it was.
I mean, the only thing I'm doing is seeing what I can do with this yellow mold.
I guess I was gonna keep reading that book and see if I got anything else out of it, but probably not.
I did want to paint that altar.
Oh yeah.
Does anybody need a 50 gold piece ruby for spell components for like warlocky things in the future?
Well, I think if someone said that, it'd be revealing a lot of spoilers about their character.
Yeah, right?
But
now that you
I don't
mention it.
Oh.
I don't need one. Sorry, I know.
Cool. I'm just thinking about when we get to wherever.
Okay. Oh,
So paint.
now I remember. I remember what I needed to ask Michael. How many days are in this month?
Hold on, just well, another one. I think you ended this month and began a new one here in just a second.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about, because according to my notes, we finished salvaging the SS Fuxeric on the 30th, and I'm thinking we're about to transition.
Wow, you're taking detailed notes.
Well, first off, here's a link to the calendar. So many days passed. I mean, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You passed the summer solstice, by the way.
Let's walk.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
25th.
Right now, it would be the 12th of Sun's Rise.
So yeah, there was no 30th of this month, it would seem. So
No.
it only goes to 25. Okay.
The next one goes to 53.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
Anyways. So we're on SR now.
Alright.
So on the 12th, we're right back at the Cartography Guild.
I still need that check, brother.
Let's check.
From whom?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it now.
If you didn't know, then you don't need to worry about it.
Okay, I just went and checked my Discord DMs. Like, wait, am I supposed to make a check for
I'll
something?
make a check.
Okay.
Wait.
I'll say.
Okay, yeah.
I'll say it'll be a nature check.
I mean, I don't know.
Here you go.
Are you making a nature check?
You said make a check, and I don't know who you're talking to, so I made one.
If you don't know who I'm talking to, then you're not the
You're an
one
idiot.
who's rolling the check.
Actually, mine actually has a purpose. I'm trying to figure out if there's something I can do with yellow mold.
So Lucian, as you're sleeping one night, you hear Leora walking by your bed, accidentally stumbling over, and it kind of wakes you up at first, and you just kind of like see her standing there beside you.
Oh, hello there.
Lucian?
Bard. Does he have us?
Right, yeah.
No, he's just not paying attention.
Yes?
I think he forgot his new name.
Did maybe.
A little bit.
If I'm not referred to as Bard, I don't understand what's going on.
See, I said Bard, and then he knew.
Okay, old Bard. You just woke up in the middle of the night because new Bard stumbled past you in the middle of the night.
Oh, what? What's going on? What?
I was trying to find the bathroom.
That's a lie and a half. Why are you in my room? How out of the way is this? Why are you here?
You're like, I forgot.
Does he not even have to roll?
His passive perception
I'm
is
looking
so
for
high,
bathroom.
and also he just doesn't believe you anyway.
You're in the
You
cat.
gotta say something convincing.
There is no bathroom.
There is no bathroom.
I thought since this was the captain's quarters that there may be a private restroom in here.
Do you see one?
Absolutely not. Everything is right here in front of you. You're looking at a map right now.
I mean,
We go over the side like human beings on a ship with no toilets.
there's men everywhere. I just want a private place to do.
What are you doing?
I was
up
trying
here?
to not wake you.
Clearly, you failed.
Well, I'm just gonna go now.
Okay, well, as she's leaving, is there anything she shouldn't have on her that she does? Because this is suspicious.
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right, then. I'm sleeping. I'm keeping one eye open. I don't.
Gotcha. So a couple days pass.
Legitimately no idea what just happened.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna worry
I
about it
just had
now.
to do something because the thing happened, but then she is bad.
I was actually startled out of my sleep. Can I roll my painting yet? Is that what I want to
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
What are you trying to
Dexterity.
paint over the course of this time?
The altar, because I remember Gwydion drew it.
Yep.
Also, Legion, did you take the island with us?
So dexterity.
Yo,
It'll always be with you.
we got the whole ass island.
Oops.
De-
Let me
dexterity.
add that to the math layer.
Weed.
Dexterity.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's not good. It's like it's a one.
You get like a base layer, but you could definitely have done a little better. It might. I mean,
Improve upon it.
you know, proof of concept. Yeah, the calendar is really bad. I don't like the website, but like, where else are you gonna make fantasy calendars?
Oh yeah.
It's better on my end because I can actually mess around with it to like.
I'm talking about just the distribution of days.
Oh, just the like. Why?
21, 26, 23, 25,
Well,
53,
there are
48, 30.
390 days in this year with a leap year every 18 years.
Ah!
and it's based on like how the weather goes. So like you have frost thaw, and by the end of frost thaw, it starts to be spring, and then it's flowers bloom, and then rains fall.
You think
Rains happen.
You think
Then it's
elementary
like-
schools make a song based off of it so people can remember?
Probably, but also they just live in this world, and that's why they just remember this.
I live in this world. I don't remember things.
You don't live in this world.
In the real world.
You remember that August exists.
I think so.
Oh shit!
He's got me there. Damn, August.
I had something to do with August. I forgot about August.
Do you want to go ahead and label the weird island here?
I was gonna ask when we got to Cassius, do we get to name the island?
Oh, I bet we get to name the island.
Okay. Then we'll hold off on it for right now.
Yeah.
As you're sailing along, you come across a ship that almost looks identical to yours.
Attack.
The ship itself is headed east, and the sail looks to be the one for the North Star Concerto. It just seems like you ran into a neighboring guild ship.
Oh, okay.
I wave.
I would not be on deck, but you know.
I mean, you see a few people kind of like, you recognize each other. It's a nice little moment. All right. After a seemingly much briefer journey, you find yourselves back at the docks. Upon docking, a few people wearing guild insignias board the ship and talk with your quartermaster about loading and unloading. What all are you trying to sell?
Does the group want to keep anything that we got?
Like most of it we can sell without consequence.
So for treasure that I have, we have a golden bracelet with a strange symbol, gray gem, bloodstone, obsidian, a blue quartz, a ruby, 10 light crossbows with 200 crossbolts, 3 barrels of wine that are sealed, and then we have all the weird engines and machinery that I kind of want to keep, but I don't know.
It seems interesting.
That bracer.
How much would the
anything
wine
special
sell
about
for?
that bracer?
It's not magical.
Yeah, it's not magical.
No.
Gold. It's just 25 gold.
Okay.
How much would that wine be worth? Is the question.
It might take a little bit to find a buyer for that, but it might be worth a pretty penny, depending on what people are looking to.
Like that is some ancient wine. Like
Just imagine.
It's probably about 400 or so years old.
yeah, like that is some fine ass wine right there. I vote we keep one barrel and sell the other two.
So you said you want to sell all of the light crossbows?
Does anybody want one?
I took one. I don't know if that was subtracted
That's-
from the inventory.
Yeah, it's not included in that one.
Yeah, and I'll throw in.
Okay, so just the 10?
Throw 2 more on that because I had 2 from the pirates.
Okay. Because I think I want to get a heavy crossbow for myself. I don't know how much it costs.
Okay.
I'll have to check.
It's like 25 gold pieces, right?
I think they are expensive.
I'm getting it all. They're also used, so I'm doing some things.
Yeah.
And sorry, what else did you want to sell? I was multitasking that entire time. That's not something I'm very good at.
Bracelet, gem, crossbow, bolts, wine. And then I don't know what to do about the magic things. I don't know what the group wants to do.
I think we should keep them. They're fascinating. Maybe they could be replicated or something like that. Might make our ship
We can have another airship.
more worthwhile. It's possible. I mean,
Well, we
ancient
know they're
technology is
fine.
worth studying like this.
I'm certainly intrigued by them.
And flying and almost invisibility is.
If possible, I think I could try and donate them to the Magistrum Arcana. The Magistrum Arcana, and they might give me something for that. And perhaps it could be replicated.
I like the idea of replicating them.
If only we had an artificer.
I think the Arcanum has some.
This was Nathan.
Ah.
I think the Arcana has some.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I
looks
think I
like-
would be okay with that. These seem to be unknown enough to us that outsourcing it to individuals more capable may result in better information for us.
Couldn't agree more.
Okay.
How much gold we got?
I'm essentially gonna give that to you guys over the course of downtime because it takes a little bit to find buyers.
Right.
Just from that, subtracted from. I mean, well, it depends on how much you would like to. Like, because you're still like indebted as a whole.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm actually gonna make a new notepad for that.
I mean, I personally vote half goes to our debt and the other half will keep.
I mean, that's just automatic entire. Like, they take half of it wholesale.
There you go.
So right now, like, that would put you without the wine or the machines, because those are going to take a little bit to find the buyers to begin with, and to like figure out if they want to do like a longer term thing. This would be like.
Michael?
You've gone quiet.
Michael?
Oh, he's
I'm
muted.
looking at like 135 gold plus whatever we're getting for the crossbows and stuff.
Tyler, can you hear me?
I'm just looking
I
at
can hear
gems.
you. Michael's muted.
I
Yeah, I
think
can't hear him.
I think Matthew can hear Michael. So this is a new Discord.
I am
moment.
muted.
He was muted, yeah.
So I had something the other day where someone was talking and I was the only person who could not hear them. And I was wondering if that was
Weird. So right now, what we're looking at, taking everything into consideration except for the machines and the wine, because those might take longer amounts of time to find buyers.
Yeah.
It would be 240 against your debt, and then 240 to line each of your pockets if you wanted to keep it.
Each. Oh my goodness.
240 each, or in
Each.
like. Oh,
240 divided.
Aha. Yeah, I can't assume things. That divides by 6, luckily.
Is our debt 2,000 each, or
Yes.
is it 2,000 total?
each.
Are you keeping track of our debt?
Michael, you keep muting yourself. Do you have a keybound?
I guess it keybound itself to something.
So
Because I have it keybound to something I literally never type.
Are you keeping track of our debts individually, or do we need to?
I am keeping track of it.
Yay.
I think we should just use all of the money to pay off all of our debts.
Oh, I have it on numpad divide. So I've been just
I'm
doing all
keeping money. I'm keeping some money for myself because as a wizard, I have things I always need to buy. Always.
I think we could probably each make that choice, right?
We
Yeah,
can each make
and I will be keeping track of it.
I am
Um,
keeping my gold on my person.
I'm
Gonna keep it for this one.
Okay.
paying off my debt, and I know I'm immediately going to regret it.
With the whole thing or just an amount of it?
All of the money.
All of
Okay.
them.
Approximately how much would a hand crossbow go for?
You would be able to buy one from the smith.
I'm gonna need like a whole list of stuff I'm about to buy.
Yeah,
I
I'm-
might need to take until next time.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's past 10.
it is likely going to be how that works. So 40 more gold on that. So I now have a debts notepad. How much did we say that you owe for the college life?
You have not told me.
I'm
don't
just gonna
believe-
say
I don't believe-
1,000.
Oh, I love it.
Hell yeah! All right, I'm 50% more in debt than everyone else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys had an eventful time We will talk about the the wine and the machines and stuff.
And what we named the island.
And what we named the island, and getting into the guild hall itself is basically where we will pick up. I have a whole thing planned for next time. You are still level 2. Sorry to disappoint.
That's
I'm
fine.
taking my time with this one.
But you promised.
No, he didn't.
I did not promise any such thing.
You actually did. You said when we finish this encounter, like the island.
I didn't say that.
I guess we didn't finish.
The island.
I didn't say that at all because I've known when you guys are going to reach level 3 this whole time.
Guys, we haven't even turned in the quest yet, right? Come on, we have to get that quest
We haven't
first, and we can get the experience.
Maybe.
Legion,
Not that
how much-
easy.
How
You
much
guys are
is
going to be
the hand
disappointed
crossbow
next
for
week, but
the
that's fine. But you guys spent 2 islands on one map.
Hey, Michael, Dennis was talking. I don't think you heard.
If it's in the handbook, I'll find it.
Yeah, hand crossbow is about 75 gold. You'll be able to get that next time.
Yeah, I was actually trying to look it up now, and I am having trouble fucking figuring out what list it was.
It's weapons. The weapons list.
No, I looked up the weapon list. You know what it lists? It lists the weapons, but not the prices.
It does list the prices in the player's handbook.
Who just left?
Yeah, in the player's handbook. I'm going through the roll 20.
Tyler, he had stuff to do.
Well, don't do that.
Obviously.
Alright.
Anyway, I gotta get going. I will catch y'all next week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bye,
bro.
bye. We'll miss you.
Right? Catch y'all then.
have a good night.
Well, guys, that's it for this session of the Esterisle Cartography Guild. And as usual, I hope you're all enjoying. If y'all are enjoying, great way of showing that support, as always, is by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and of course, sharing it with your friends. And being sure to, tune in next week for our next session in this wonderful nautical adventure of ours. That all said, once again, thank you all for watching. Now, cheers to those who love us, the losers that lost us, and as always, the lucky sons of bitches that get to meet us. And we'll catch you all in the next video.